4, 3, 2, 1. And we're live. Ready, Big Feist?
Yeah.
Let's do this. All right, let's check. Let's see who's hanging. We got Big Feist in the spot tonight. What up, what up, what up? Another Moto Monday live. Did she leave the door open?
I'm right here.
Oh.
Making sure it's going to work.
It's going to work. Can you guys hear us all right? Give us a thumbs up. What up, Adam? Dirt Biker 2020. Tommy Shea, what's up, my brother? Yes, sir, made it. We got Big Josh. We got Brian. What up, Brian? We got Danny B. Nico, Howard. Lafferty.
We're going to have to move that RFMX thing.
Big Josh.
Your head.
Oh, it's all right. I'm not staying here. It's fine.
No, you will.
It's fine. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Let us know how it goes from downstairs. All right, so check it out. We got a special guest. Big Feist is in the spot. Tonight, we're doing big things. Just flew in all the way from Jersey. He's down already. Look at him. He's tired, dude.
East Coast time.
He's East Coasting. It's 8 o'clock. It's past his bedtime, dude. He's falling asleep over here. But, yeah, man, thanks for everybody joining. Let's get it cracking here. We do this every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. We hang out. We talk moto. We enjoy this. This is our little moto family. We call it Moto Mondays. Oh, wait. I'm trying to get it. Oh, shoot. I'm already messing stuff up. What the heck, dude? Sorry, guys. You guys can't see what I can see, but I'm trying to get this thing going, and it's going nuts over here. This is what I was trying to do. Boom. There we go. Moto Mondays. Hanging out for another one. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. First timers. We got Big Feist. Let's get it up here. Big Feist at Big Feist1. You guys can follow him. Enjoy his Instagram. We're laughing because if you've seen it, it's pretty entertaining. So check him out. We'll get it up one more time so you guys don't miss it. Big Feist1. Follow him on Instagram and Facebook and enjoy. If you want to come follow me, it's at Ronnie Faisst, Instagram, Twitter, all those other deals. I think I'm Ronnie Faisst FMX on Facebook. And if you need any info on motocross schools, moto merch, any of that stuff, find it at RonnieFeistMX.com. All right, so let's see what's been going down since last week. What did we do this week? Anything?
I don't know. I just got here.
Feist has gone in town, but hey, we had a big day today. We got some beanies dropped off to the embroider, so we got new beanies coming for you. We got a new hoodie. It's about to drop as well. We're finalizing the artwork and getting that, so be on the lookout for that. And also, check it out. I just threw these on the site, and I didn't do no marketing. These are Team Hat Rockstar editions. I had a handful of them left over, so I signed them and I put them on the site, but I didn't do any marketing. I didn't tell no one about it because I wanted to save it and tell you guys tonight because, seriously, I have maybe 15 max. So if anybody's interested in a signed Rockstar Team Hat, once these are gone, they're gone. I'm letting you guys know. Moto Monday guys, jump on them quick because they probably won't make it through, obviously, the weekend or the holidays with everything that's coming up. So just letting you guys know. I'm not even going to do a post. I'm going to tell nobody else about it on Instagram. It's for you guys. So you guys want it, jump on it. What else? We got beanies going. That's not these were the original beanies that we've been doing giveaways with these. We've been giving Big Feist. We gave them out to our students at the last class. But we have new ones coming. Big Feist is getting calls. It's Big Nye.
Big Nye.
Our boy from Jersey.
Big Nye's checking in. Get off the phone.
But I'm trying to think what else is going. So we got the new beanies going. We got a new hoodie coming. I've been working on the Mark Collective. That's me and my wife's brand as well. That's our Christian line. We've been working on that. I'm trying to think. We didn't get to film this week. We didn't get to film a moto video. But we're trying to get out this week. Hopefully we can film this Friday. Hopefully. That is the deal. Because we're running out of warm weather here in the Midwest. It's going to get cold really quick here. So we gotta get some stuff. Oh, we did post a new video. Did you guys check out the video from Kingsville? Pretty cool. Andre did a good job on that. So that is up. You haven't checked out last week's video, go check it out. It's just Ronnie Faisst riding laps at I think that's what we call it. Ronnie Faisst riding laps at Kingsville or Challenge Track. So check that one out if you haven't seen it. Other than that, man, I don't think there's no updates. Didn't do too much this week. Anyway, so if you're new here, what we do, we hang out, we talk moto. we got the special guest on here this week. So I hang out with you guys every week, and you guys ask me questions. So let's gear it around Big Feist, us racing together, racing questions, riding together, whatever. This is my pops. Me and Big Feist obviously go as far back as we can in moto, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's start off.
Far
Yeah.
Far.
If it weren't from him, none of this would have been possible. And I think anybody who's pretty much a racer or a freestyle guy, or anybody who's grew up riding, probably needs to give credit to either one of their parents or both their parents, because it doesn't happen without someone funding, buying you the dirt bikes, bringing you to the races on the weekends, paying all the race bills and doing all. And Big Feist did all that. So none of this would have been possible without Pops. So that's why I wanted to bring him on here, hang out. Because I got to give, I like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for my dad. And I think a lot of moto kids could say that. Mally's cruising around here. Hey, come up here. Let's get Mally in the shot. But I was thinking we could tell some pretty funny stories of, like, what do we remember from the race days? Like, what are some of the funny stories of growing up racing together? Because figure I missed 50s and 60s. You want her? Mom's coming to the rescue.
Why are you?
She wanted to be in the game. I missed 50s and I missed 60s, and then I went because I started late. Started a little bit. I got a dirt bike at 8. Started racing at 9, and then so I missed 50s and 60s. But we still did. How many years did I race 80? 7, 11 class, and I only. Did I even race the 14, 15? Oh, no, I did 7, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, you didn't race 14, 15.
Yeah, so two classes, yep. And then when I was 14, 12, 13, when I turned 14, I raced schoolboy because I was too tall for my age.
Yeah.
Yep. And then did the schoolboy class, did the 125B class, did 250B class, and then I jumped into the 125A class and then went and tried to race the nationals. But anyway, what are some of the funny stories that we could tell maybe one or two stories, and then we'll jump in and have you guys ask some questions. But the first story that I can think of, because like I said, that's what I'm saying, we got years. So figure I'm 43 now, and I started racing when I was 9, and I started riding when I was 8. So from 9 to I moved to California when I was 20 to pursue the free riding movement. And so from 9 to 20, we never missed a weekend. We raced every single weekend, unless I was hurt. If I was hurt, obviously we had to take a break.
We raced a few times when you were hurt with broken wrist.
Yeah.
Because you're in the point championship race, so we did race.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. We didn't miss much. We went hard every single race, every single weekend. Raced somewhere in either in our district, another district. We drove basically our spots were New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York mostly. That was
Maryland.
And Maryland. Yeah, we used to go to Budds Creek a lot and stuff. But that's the story I'm going to share because this one's funny. I just remember this. So I was still on my minis, huh? So I think it was 1991. It was the last year I was on my mini bike, and I don't know. Bud's always did a couple big races down there. So Budds Creek is obviously, you know what I'm talking about now. It took him a second to catch on. He knows the story I'm going to tell.
It's too funny.
But I think it was the last year I rode mini bikes, and we had a box fan because I woke up in the morning, and I remember I looked around and I didn't see Big Feist anywhere. I'm like, where the heck's my dad? And then whoever was parked next to us is like, hey, your dad's in the hospital. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, dude, he crashed on his bicycle this morning. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, they rushed him to the hospital. So I'm like, what? I don't even know, I had no way to get to you. So I was basically at the races, I was 13 because it was my last year on mini bikes. 13-year-old kid at the races all by myself. Dad's in the hospital because he crashed on his bike. Don't know how to get in touch with him. We didn't have cell phones back then. I didn't even know how to get a hold of him. Didn't know what hospital he is. All I know is he got carted off. And I think I had to figure out how to go race my motos without you. It wasn't
actually the guys from Power Mist.
Okay.
They're probably the ones that told you that I went to the hospital, but they told me that they were going to put you on the line and take care of it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because I don't remember you being there that day when I raced.
I made it back just as your moto was going.
Yeah. So I had to just go on with the day.
I left the hospital.
Dad's in the hospital. I guess I'm racing on my own. But tell them the story. So basically, you tell them the story.
Well, basically,
it's a good one.
It was still dark out, so I figured, okay, let me go down and sign him in It opened up already. So I get on my bike. Well, during the night,
It's like a 10 speed, right?
Yeah,
It's like a 10-speed bike.
10-speed bike, yeah.
This was our pit
So
bike back in the day. We didn't have cool 110s. You rode bicycles around.
During the night, during the day when we were there, they had a snow fence up between the pros and the semis.
So it was the
pits.
amateur day. It was the day after the nationals, right? Because the national, or was it the day before?
It was the day before.
The day before. So amateurs raced, and then pro nationals are going to be the very next.
Yeah. So during the night, for some reason, they moved some of the semis and they put a wire chicken fence that you couldn't see in the dark. And I come down this hill and I was moving and I hit that thing and launched like a rocket over the handlebars, landed on my face on the asphalt, and all I saw was white stars.
He was done.
I was done.
KO'd him.
I was out. So I ended up getting, I think I got some stitches
I don't know. How'd you get to the hospital? Yeah, you had stitches.
I drove myself.
Well, how though? The box fan was with me, wasn't it? Or was the box fan?
No, the guys from Paramus let me take their truck.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say,
they let me take their truck. But
because I was sleeping in the box van, so I woke up. All right, that makes more sense. Yeah. This is a long time ago, so I refreshing my memory as we tell the stories. But that was the first story I thought of because it was just crazy. I remember waking up like. And everyone's like, dude, your dad like crashed his bicycle. I'm like, what? And if anyone's been to Budds Creek, you'll know like if you're going down to the tower, there's the kind of like it dips down like this, and then it goes back up to where you got to sign up. So he was pinning it down that hill.
I was moving,
and then clipped that fence that they put up and sent him over to bar. So lucky. But didn't you hurt your shoulder? Or no, that was the rollerblades.
That was rollerblading down the driveway.
He crashed on his rollerblades and blew out your shoulder, huh?
Yeah, hit the couldn't stop going down the driveway and hit the shoulder of the road and did a flip into the trees.
Yeah, so
knocked myself out, broke my shoulder.
Yeah, so he's dangerous. Don't put him on wheels. Rollerblades or bicycles, it's off. See, that's another. Now just brought me to another story. So here's another one. This is why he shouldn't be on a bike, any type of bike.
Oh, I know.
The Mini, right?
The Mini.
Yeah, the Mini. So we were basically going to go race Loretta's in the mod class. So we had our Mini, we had the motor done. So we had one of my bikes sent out, we got the motor done, then we got it back, and the thing kept bogging like crazy. Whoa, remember? It was just going, whoa, whoa, and it got this bog in it, and he's trying to jet it. Brand new, thing's looking mint, like on point. But it couldn't get it to run right, and then he like took it. He's like messing with the jets. Takes it out into the front. We had like we grew up on a little 5-acre property. He takes it out to the front. There's like this little, he could run across the front of our property by this little fence, and it goes bowl, and it like falls on its face. And he's pretty big to be on 80 to begin with. So do you know how that goes? The thing falls on its face, and then it just hits. It kicks in, dude. Loops it. Goes up both feet, full like no footer, loops it out onto his back. Pretty much almost did like a half flip. And you remember the old 80s when the fender would either break off or it would catch and it would just yank your subframe straight up. Well, it didn't break. Remember the subframe?
The subframe was still
brand new bike, and my back fender was standing up like this. I was so bummed I was. I'm like, dude, get off my bike. He just looped out. That was a funny one.
That was a funny one.
So what else? Any other ones? Crashed my dirt bike. Crashes on the thing. But anyway, he was the typical mini dad. Like always. I mean, you were pretty. You weren't too hard on me, but you got fired up sometimes.
Yeah.
He tried to sell the box van a couple of times because he'd get mad at me. And I remember I come home from school, the box van would be on the corner for the first sale sign on it. And then I'd get in trouble for something, and I'd be like, tell me to go to my room and be like, and then think about what you did or whatever. And then by the weekend, he'd come to me and be like, hey, you want to go racing? He liked it just as much as me. He could never miss a weekend. But anyway,
that's how you straighten him out. You put his box fan and his cycle in the corner for sale.
I know.
And then he straightened right out.
I did. I honestly never really got in too much trouble growing up because he hung racing over my head. So the rule was if my grades weren't where they would be, or if I did something that he didn't approve of, the first thing that went was a dirt bike every time. He'd park that bike, don't touch that bike, go up in your room, think about what you did, whatever. It worked because I'd never want to not be able to ride my dirt bike. So whatever he said, I was probably like, I learned pretty quick. I was like, all right, I got to listen to Dad because Dad will take the dirt bike quick.
Here's a funny story. When you were 8 and you got the four-stroke, what was the XR?
Oh, I remember. I know
The XR80, and he went down the road.
Neighbor, yep.
He went down the road,
I know
and I'm in the house, and he's coming home, and he makes a turn in front of the neighbor's car.
I never looked.
Never looked and took off the guy's
Lucky
mirror.
Lucky I turned late enough that he sideswiped me. If I
sideswiped
would have
you.
turned 3 to 4 foot earlier, I would have turned right in front of him. He would have cleaned me out.
Yeah.
I never looked. I had my buddy on the back. Remember, it was not Randy. What was his name? Ramp. What was this? He lived on the
Billy.
Rampy.
Yeah, Billy Ramp.
No, that's his dad's name. Anyway,
Eddie
Ramp. Eddie Ramp lived on the corner of our street. I threw him on the back of the bike, just got it, boom, pinned it up to his house, dropped him off, and when he jumped off and went that way, I just did a U-turn from the side of the road right into the road, never looked. And luckily, like he said, when I turned like this, the car was coming, and I hit his mirror, and it blew me off my bike. But dude, I could have got hurt. That was sketchy. It definitely taught me about looking both ways before you cross the street.
He'd come running in the house right up to the bedroom. Next thing I hear a knock at the door, and it's the neighbor next door. Tells me my kid just took off his mirror.
I know. We had to buy him a new mirror. Huh?
Fix his car.
I was crying because the bike was messed up. Remember?
Know, you didn't care.
I wasn't mad that I hit the neighbor. I was crying that my bike got jacked up. Brand new, huh? XR80. That was the bike he taught me how to ride on.
Brand new.
Do you remember when you taught me how to ride in the backyard with the clutch?
Yeah.
Went straight into the woods and crashed.
Right into the woods.
Straight into the woods. I did the exact thing that everybody does. Put the bike in gear, bolt, stall it, brute, stall it, brute, stall it, and then it went, and it yanked me, and I went, and I just leaned back and pinned it. Went straight into the woods and hit some trees and brush and fell over, huh?
Yep.
That's how that started. But anyway, we had the little track out back. Remember when we cut the trees down and made Supercross whoops?
Yeah.
We cut all these trees down and buried them and tried to make Supercross whoops out of them. Yeah, we didn't have many jumps back there, huh?
Yeah.
But we had a good turn track
Then
back
one
there.
day, I think you and Neil took the cast iron bathtub for the horse, for the water for the horse. And buried it out back and made
Try
a jump out.
We didn't have much dirt to work with. We didn't have tractors. That was the thing. We didn't it wasn't like kids today. Some of these kids grow up with everything. It wasn't like that. We had 5 acres and we had, was it an acre cleared in the back? Because it was all trees. I grew up in the woods. That's why I like deer hunting. I'm full redneck undercover. South Jersey redneck undercover. But it was woods. But we had a little field, about an acre cleared out, and I had a super sweet turn track back there, and I just rail ruts. The ruts back there got deep, huh?
Yeah,
it's
like
sandy.
sugar sand.
It's sandy,
Yeah,
so it was
real
like
sugar
the
sand.
Jersey's soft, so it was super ruddy, but it was good. And then we had trails. I used to ride the trails in the backyard. But yeah, so we didn't have tractors to build jumps and stuff, so we built those things by hand. Remember the whoops we made? We cut down trees and lined them up and then dug by hand and covered them with dirt to make Supercross whoops. And then same thing, took the horse thing and by hand dug out holes and put dirt on it and made a jump. Whatever, it works, dude. But I had a gravel pit up the street that I rode most of the time. And he was a police officer, and I would get home before him. The rule was I had to have all my homework done before I could go ride.
Never had any homework.
I got it done before I got home. Because he always say, your homework done? I was like, yeah. But I would do it in school. That's how I was so determined. The second I was getting home, I'm going riding. I'm not going to hang out or not going to do homework for an hour and miss the daylight. So I did it in between all my classes. I made sure I got everything done. Did it on the bus. Did it anywhere I had a break. Did homework. So that by the time I got home, I geared up and I went and rode the backyard a lot. But yeah, I had a gravel pit, Hickory Street gravel pit. It was probably 4 streets over. Mm-hmm. And I could either ride straight up Route 50. Well, I usually cut through, but I had trails I can get there. And I rode there. My other buddy lived up the street, Neil Warner. Rode with him a ton, and we would just go down there, and it basically changed all the time because the city used to dig out of there, so you could just make different tracks any day of the week. And it rained a bunch in Jersey, so the dirt was always good. So that was super fun. I actually I want to go back there and ride. I need to make a Jersey trip. There's some really good spots going in South Jersey right now. I see people posting stuff. I need to get back there. But anyway, that was some funny stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Growing up back.
Remember the time I rode the Odyssey over right onto the expressway coming out of the trail?
Because when we started, he had that's how we got into it. He had an Odyssey, And I was 5, right? I 5 when you got me my first 70 3-wheeler? I was about 5.
Oh yeah.
I had a 70, an
little
ATC 70, and then you got me the 110 when I was probably 6, 7, and then I got the XR80 when I was 8.
Yep.
So I went from the 7, but he had the Odyssey, and then his younger brother David had the XR 600. And I used to watch him ride, and we all had 3-wheelers. I had one, my sister had one, my cousin, everyone. That's how we grew up. He was the Odyssey guy, rolling it everywhere. You rolled that thing all the time.
I rolled that thing all the time.
I was lucky
Every
you
time
kill
I
yourself.
turned, I wanted to
Didn't even
roll
have a
it.
good seatbelt. It's not like he had the good sick harness. I'm lucky you get killed in that thing. But Uncle Dave used to always had the dirt bike, and I remember I used to watch him all the time, and he could jump way more stuff than us. He could just get through the trails way better. He just could. The dirt bike just looked more fun. I remember saying, I want to get a dirt bike. And he finally got me one. And then I was hooked. I remember.
Yeah.
And then we started racing the very next year. So got it when I was 8, started riding. The very next year we started racing. And then, like I said, we didn't miss a year. Raced every single year all the way up until I drove to California. Like I said, the only time I missed is when I got injured and I had to sit out. But, it's good stuff there. Good times right there, man. Growing up on the East Coast, riding dirt bikes, racing all over the place. And remember the year I drove the box van, the Loretta Lynn's? I didn't even have a driver's license. He was so tired. He was so tired from driving. He's like, can you drive?
I made it the other side of Washington.
Yeah, he's like, can you drive?
95,
He's like, just keep it. What'd you tell me to keep it under? Keep it under here. Just don't get pulled over. Because I didn't have a license. I was probably 14,
You were
right?
14.
I was 14. And I got in the box van. He got in the back because we had bumped by. I pinned it all the way to Tennessee.
Woke up, we were in Tennessee.
Oh, sweet. I think we had Schneider's sister with us, too. Remember my buddy's sister? She was catching a ride out with us because her family already left and she missed a ride. So she jumped up with us. That was fun. That was good times right there. So I think if anything else, we'll talk about. But there's just a couple funny stories of growing up. But anyway, if you're new here, we'll jump into some questions and stuff. It's already almost 7:30. We tell stories for the whole time without asking any questions. I know there's just too many. We could sit here and just, hey, remember this, remember that, remember this. Like, because if I started thinking of some of the stuff, that it was just too many years. Years and years and years. I remember you almost beat up that guy in line, the guy with the glasses.
Poked his glasses to his head.
We're in a trophy line. This dude almost gets in a fight with somebody over trophies.
cut
I don't even know what happened, but I just remember I'm like having to break up a fight between you and some dude, and he's poking him in the face, and I'm like,
Yeah, he cut in line.
God damn. East Coast over here, dude.
Take him out.
Swinging at the fences. But anyway, if you're new here and you want to put up a question, I try to scroll to the top of the comments and just do the question marks. That way I can tell questions from comments. And but I'll try to get everybody in. It's going to be tight tonight because I like to tell stories and go into details. And we only got about 25 minutes. So hopefully I get everybody in. So first, here you go. We'll get Brian up here. Hey, Big Feist, what is one of your favorite memories of your son's career? Here's a good one. It says, did you ever ride? We kind of answered that one. He was the Odyssey guy. He never really rode dirt bikes. He rode street bikes, but you got hit. He got hit, so he kind of had the. But anyway, I want you to answer the question. I want to do all the talking. So go ahead. Jump
I can't
on
see
it.
the question.
He can't see.
I'm
It says,
blind.
all right. So here's that. He never really was a motorcycle. He never really were a dirt bike guy.
I had.
Three-wheelers.
I had the Odyssey, I had the quad, I had a three-wheeler, had the 250X SX, I think
Yeah,
it was.
250 SX.
And a street bike.
Yeah, you got a street
Never
bike, but you got
rode-
hit. You got
Yeah,
hit,
I
and then you
hit.
sold it.
Rear-ended up in blue.
He got sent him across the intersection.
Yeah, that was up in New York, Corning, New York.
Yeah.
We were on our way riding up to Niagara Falls. I got rear-ended.
Huh.
But other than that, no, I never rode motocross, never rode freestyle.
He had to take me to motocross school. He would drive me down to Gary Bailey's. That was our deal. I remember Loretta, because we didn't come from we weren't super well off family, could go drive anywhere and do anything. He was always like
Not on the policeman's side.
no, I'd please my buddy. But still, I mean, hey, he's gonna clown now. Well, look at the pension. Don't even clown, dude. Big Feist is set, and the pension looks real nice, so he can clown all he wants. But I'm like, hey, maybe I should have been a police officer. Get that pension check. But still, at the end of the day, we didn't come from, there's a lot of motor families come from a lot of wealth and they can go everywhere. We weren't like that. We started in a truck, a little mini, remember the Ford Ranger?
We had a little
You
Ford Ranger, then we had a box van.
We had the trailer,
from
and then we went the box van.
Yeah.
But, we didn't have the big motorhome with all that stuff. But we would drive up in the little Ranger, take the bike out and sleep in the back the night before, because we would drive all the way to Pennsylvania, and we'd sleep in the back of the truck, and then wake up the next morning and race. And we did that for a while. And then we got the closed-in trailer, and then we did that. And then we bumped up the box van was the best thing we had. But anyway, where was I going with that? Where was I going? I got off track. Rabbit trail. I know, but I was going with something.
I don't know.
I know. See? Rabbit trail. I was going with
rabbit. No idea.
No, I was going with something because he was saying it had to do with Brian's question. But anyway, it was the quad? No, what was it? Dang it, I had a good point. I rabbit trailed and got off point. Anyway.
And what do you say, the finest memory?
Well, yeah, what's your best memory of the... I was talking about... That's what I was talking about. You gave us the option to... It was either Loretta's or Ponca. It was never both. No. We're going to one or the other. So I always picked Loretta's. I thought it was bigger events. We went to Loretta's every year. And then same thing, it was kind of like, you want to go to Mini-O's or Gary Barry's motocross school? You always gave me a choice, and because we didn't have the funds to do everything we wanted to, so I always went to Gary Barry's motocross track. But anyway, that's what I was saying. I had to go to motocross school in order to learn how to ride because he didn't come from a riding background. He wasn't able to coach other than he was a mini dad. He'd typical go like this, swing,
Remember down on Reddit, I hit the guy in the head with the clip, with the board and got into a fight?
Yeah, see? He's always starting trouble. He did. He hit somebody with the pit board and got in another fight at the track. I had to keep him out of trouble. All right, let's get back to the question. We're going to answer like 2 questions tonight because I have too many memories. It's like, all right, so what best memory that you can remember from, what was something you remember from my career? What is the best one you think?
I think when you did the 360.
All right, that'd be my, I use that as my best one. Okay, good.
Because it took you so long to learn it.
And I've told the story a million times, and I've been trying to talk to Andre, the guy that does our videos, if we're able to get some of the footage off of YouTube from other people's stuff, and I tell the story and make a cool video out of it. Because it's a 3-year journey, and finally landed it. So
that would be a good video. Yeah.
Just for, even though it's his greatest memory, it's one of mine too, because it was like a monkey off my back. It's one of those things when you set a goal out for yourself and you keep failing, and then you finally get it, just feels good.
Yeah.
So that was a good one. All right, so I'm going to look for some questions, jump on some stuff like I said. If you have one, throw up. Oh, let's go. Come on, look, a little shout out to our boy Maddox here. It's my boy Maddox. Missed you at the last class. Our boy Maddox here, and was out there racing at the Arena Cross. So pumped you're hanging with us tonight. Oh, V Dubsky's in the house. Come on, V Dubsky. He says, sorry I missed last week. Hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's why Big Fights is here. It's family time, man. We're hanging out. We're going to cook up some turkey. Mel's going to be cooking. She's going to be busting it out. So we're looking forward to that. Oh, V Dub going hard tonight. We got to get him up here with the super charge that I missed y'all last week. Save one of those hats for me. All right. Hey, honestly, V Dub, I'm sending you one. You just super chatted $100, dude. Don't buy one. One's coming for you, man. Given, you shall be given too. So thank you for supporting.
You need to move over like 6 inches.
Which way? Mel's, tell him.
Go further that way. It's just so off center.
What is?
You.
Oh, yeah, the X is the X is on your right.
All right, Mel's up here directing traffic.
She's a director. Come on.
All right, so much love to V Dubsky, and I would definitely show some love back and send you one of those Rockstar hats. Appreciate it, my brother. Always supporting. All right.
Should put up my glasses.
I think Mel's got a question. Here we go. Oh, wait. This is a riding one, not necessarily a career one. Big Fights, what is your favorite memory of Ronnie riding, and what are you most proud of for him? Oops. Kick the camera.
Best memory of your ride.
So best riding one, not, I guess, a career one.
They're all my favorites.
All right, see?
The whole career was my favorite, and what you accomplished through X Games and Gravity Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, good. That's good. All right. Good job, Mel.
Good job there, Mel.
All right, let's get Nate Dogg up in here. Oh, wait, It says, hope I have a great Thanksgiving. Oh. Did you just rip one? I think what did you? What did you hear that? I think you ripped one, dude. Did you? Dude, it starts stinging. Typical Big Feist, dude. Look, nothing changes. I think he just cranked one. I heard something, dude. That was good. They cheered.
No.
Oh. All right, it says, all right, let's get anything up here. Here we go. Best Englishtown memory. So Englishtown Raceway Park was our home track. That's where the fight was when you were poking the guy's face with the glasses.
Yeah.
That was at Raceway Park.
Raceway Park.
Well, all right, it's the best memory. We can't say that's the best thing. It's that best memory at Raceway Park. Did I ever win the Race of Champions? I think
Yeah,
I did, right?
You won,
1991?
I think you won the Race of Champions.
91.
Yeah.
I think I won in 91, my last year on minis.
And you won the New Jersey Championship there a few times.
For what? Is that my class? New Jersey?
For your classes, yeah, for the class, the New Jersey State Championship.
Was New Jersey State Champion a race on its own? Wasn't it?
Yes.
It was called the Suzuki New Jersey Race of Champion. Yes.
I think it was, yeah.
Well, I won that a few times in different classes.
Yeah.
And then it was the Kawasaki Race of Champions they always had at the end of the year.
Right.
And then like Carmichael
would
somebody
come
would come out.
Yeah.
Matasevich. Always someone. Stewart out there one year, I think, too. A lot of Team Green guys came out for that. Probably, yeah, I would say they're definitely the best memories, winning your class and winning the big races at Raceway. But here's the thing. I had some of my worst crashes at Raceway, too, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I got hurt there. Then I broke both my wrists there. Right? Or no,
you
that was at Binghamton.
That was at
Binghamton.
That was at Broome.
Broome Tioga,
That was
the
Broome,
national.
Tioga, both
But the first time I broke my wrist was at Raceway over top the tabletop.
You came over
endoed.
that tabletop, you endoed,
Yep.
yeah. Knocked yourself out.
Dude, I remember that
Almost
one.
bit your lip off.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah, that was jacked up.
Yeah.
So lots of good memories, but I actually had some hard crashes at Raceway Park. Probably because I raced there all the time. It was a local track. I was there a lot. Here we go. Best memories. It's Nico. It says, what's the best memories Big Feist have of you and Rami as a FMX? So I think we might have jumped on that one already. That would probably be
The
360.
FMX was the 360.
Yeah, so 360. 360 is the best for FMX. And, all right, so JJ said, I just picked up the Rockstar hat. So sweet. It probably came in. Perfect. Good looking out. Like I said, I'm not telling nobody else. This is only for Moto Monday people. I'm not going to do a post. So I'm letting you guys jump on them. Like I said, I think there's 12 or 15, huh? There's not many.
Yeah, there's not many.
There's not many, but I wanted to just leave them for you guys. Because like I said, dude, I rode for Rockstar for 15 years, huh? 12, 15?
Yeah.
They were my title sponsor for the majority of my career. So just if you guys want one, they're signed, grab one and keep it just as a collector's item. Because, you know what I mean? They're pretty much was branded Metal Militia Rockstar my whole career. So I'm keeping one for me. And I know you probably have a bunch.
I have some already.
Yes, he keeps everything.
I'm going to sell all that stuff.
All right, so let's get Jess up here. Can you imagine your amateur career without Dad being next to you? No, never. Like, I'm honestly super thankful for this dad, or for this, I would say, for my dad and for this guy. And I'm probably just as proud of him as he is of me. Just for one, he's been the best dad ever. Like, when me and Mel finally had some kids, and I'll probably be a really good dad because I learned that from him. And another thing that I'm proud of him is his dedication to the police force. He was a police officer for 39 years, retired second in charge as lieutenant. And I think that's pretty cool. Like, I think that's awesome. And I'm proud of him. He has a little plaque up on his wall, and it's got what, 3 years? It's got 3 badges on it, right?
4 from
4.
starting.
Patrolman.
Special officer, patrolman.
Yeah.
Sergeant, detective sergeant, lieutenant.
Yeah.
And detective lieutenant, I think.
Yeah. So when I look at that, it makes me proud that I'm like, my dad's badass. That's how I look at it. I think, hey, if I wasn't a motocross dude, I promise you I would have been a police officer. People probably don't know that about me, but it's probably true, 100%.
Yeah.
Huh? I went to college, took forensic science, and was going to college to be a police officer before I moved to California. He's a cop. His brother was a cop, retired detective, right? Was he detective? Yeah, Uncle Chuck. And then my cousin's still a state trooper right now, New Jersey State Police. And he's already got 20 years in, huh?
No, he's got probably about
15? Yeah, so everybody in the family was a police officer minus myself. But I think it would have been a cool job. I enjoyed forensic science. All right, so another super chat from Jets Hunt. Thank you, brother, for the super chat love, homie. Appreciate it much. All right, so here we got Matt. I just seen this real quick. He says, "Are you doing another class next month? When is it? I need to come." Right. I wasn't planning on doing it in December just because I figured the weather wasn't gonna be good. I figured it's gonna be freezing, so I didn't want to book one and then it just be too cold. But dude, let's go ride. You got the track. I'm ready to rip. Big Feist is in town, and we should come hang out and come ride. So hit me up, brother. Let's rip. The track's probably good right now too with all the rain we just got. So we probably should hit it sooner or later. And I heard December 5th and 6th, Adrenaline's supposed to be having a practice. So I'm planning on going there. So we should hit up that place too. All right. We got Maddox throwing a little Maddox love up here. Little super chat from our homie Maddox. You remember Maddox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sweet. So Big Fight. So I think the first day we even met Maddox, you might have been with me, right? The first day I went to his track. I think the first time that I ever went to Maddox's track. So Maddox, if everybody know, Maddox is where I do. So the Baser track, everyone's always like, "What's up?" I didn't know Baser had a track. That's his track, and it's private. It's his dad's track. It's at his dad's shop. But Maddox is his son, and that's where we do the Baser classes at. So Big Fights with Mel was with us. Mel's back in here. Here she comes. Yes.
How many hats did you say were available on the site? Everyone says they're sold out already, and clearly they're not.
That's fine. I'll fix that. The only reason they are, so I have to, no, they'll be, trust me, I got 12 or 15. The only reason
Tell them, they might not have heard me, so tell them what I'm talking
all right, so Mel's saying that the hats are sold out on the site. It's only because there's probably 4 different styles of them, and I have to change the photo from every group. So that style sold out now, but I have 4 more. I have a total of like 12 or 15. So as soon as I'm done the live chat, I'll go and re-update it, put a new photo up, and there'll be another group. And then as soon as they're sold out, I'll put up the next. It's just because I had 4 different styles of Rockstar team hats. Was she fired up? She just slammed the door and left.
Getting stuck on this.
But anyway, trust me, they didn't sell out that fast. That was only like the first 4 or 5 or one style. But I'll fix that for you guys. But I'm telling you, go quick, because just think, whoever's on the live chat tonight, usually about 500 people watch these over the next 2 or 3 days. So there'll be a lot of people hearing about it, and you guys are here first. So don't wait too long, because they probably won't last. Limited edition. All right, so let's see. Cameron, that's my buddy Thomas. Cameron, he's laughing. Sell the box fan. That's awesome.
What?
He was laughing about you trying to sell the box fan. Hey, I remember I came home from school, and the school bus used to drop me off at the corner. And he used to have to walk all the way. They wouldn't go down the street when I went to high school. It's grade school they picked us up. Yeah. But during high school, you had to walk. And that was, how far was it? It's a good half mile. Yeah. And I remember the school bar dropped me off in the corner, and there it was, sitting there, for sale. And I'm like, this dude.
Worked. It worked.
It says, "Hey Ronnie," so we got Woodcrafts. It says, "Hey Ronnie, hope y'all are okay in KC. What podcast are you listening to?" I'm not really a podcast person, to be honest with you. I listen to YouTube. So when I want to listen to, and I'm thinking podcast stuff, if I want to listen to a Christian, someone preach, or like pastor or somebody, I just go to their YouTube page and listen to them that way. Even though I know a lot of people use podcasts, and it's probably the better way. But I just use YouTube. Mel's more of a podcast person. She listens to a lot of stuff on podcasts. But anyway. Oh, dang, dude. Adam. We're going to have to hook Adam up now, too. We got to hook Adam up. Adam, I'm hooking Adam up, too, because that's a big one. So, DM me. Go to at Ronnie Faisst and DM me your address, dude, because we're going to send you a Rockstar hat. Much love. Love it. Gotta get that hat. I'm sending you the hat. Don't buy the hat. That's a big gift. So we're giving back. But I need your address. I got V-Dub skis, because me and V-Dub talk all the time, and I've sent him multiple things. So, but hit me up. I think I hit you up before next for your. I was trying to send you something the last time we did giveaways, and I messaged you somewhere, and I think I commented on a message on YouTube. Send me your address, and I never heard from you. So make sure you do it, dude, so I can hook you up. Sweet. All right, here we go. Nicholas, he says, what did Big Feist think when you? Oh, all right, there's a good one. What did you think when I left for Cali? That's probably a good. That's a good one because I didn't tell him. Hey, I did not tell him. I went to Budds Creek National, came home. Me and Deegan. So listen to the funny story. Me and Deegan filmed that whole week. Budds Creek. We raced Budds Creek National. We filmed for a week, and then we went to Southwick National, and that's where Deegan was like, I bought a house. I'm moving. He was from Nebraska. He's like, I'm moving to Cali. You want to move? I said, yeah, but I didn't tell him that. Yeah. I came home, let him go to work, packed the van, and, dude, I remember I had $200 cash in the credit card, and I took off, and I didn't call you until I got to Ohio, so.
No, I think you were way further than that.
Was it?
Yeah, I came home from work, and you were gone. You left me a note. Said, call you from California. I was so pissed off.
I don't even remember writing the note. That's even funny. I don't even remember writing that.
I was so fired up. But I think you called me from, I want to say you just hit the Rockies. Around the Rockies. Because you're just ready to go across the Rockies. I think you're just before the Rockies to go across them. The Rockies.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I called him all the way in Colorado. I remember I waited.
Yeah.
It was, dude, I was nervous.
And he called and I said, what are you going to do? And he, then give me a bull. And then
give me a bull.
I said, I'll see you in a month.
He did. And I remember I was so mad because I'm like, I ain't never going back. I remember because he was like, I'll see you in a month. Like, he really thought I was going to come back. Even though, I'll be honest with you, I figured if it didn't work out, I'd go home and be a cop. But I didn't want to. I wanted to prove him wrong because he didn't think I was going to make any money on my dirt bike. Remember, you were like, you ain't going to make no money on a dirt bike.
Yeah, I always told him, you better get your butt in college because you're not going to make any money on that. Because it was so hard because we were privateers. I don't even think we could be considered. We were like
privateers of the privateers.
We were like
ghetto privateers.
And we're racing against these guys that pulled up these factories. They pulled up with a semi with 10 bikes in it. Yeah. And here we got this old beat up bike that you've been practicing on, and we fix it up and race it on weekends. Yeah. So it was kind of hard. So I didn't think you'd make any money doing it. So.
Here's the thing. He looking at it because I look back now because I got mad at him. Let's be honest. I got mad because I felt like amateur career we did really well as an amateur. We did well, really good local, really good in our district, and we did okay at Loretta's. We were always just out of top 10. We got an 11th place finish at Loretta's. We got a 12th at Loretta's.
We had
a 17th. We always had
problems with the bikes.
Yeah, we were always because he got 3 motos. We always had one bad moto messed up our overall. Yeah. But we had an 11th, a 12th, and a 17th my last year in 125B. Yeah. So not ever as good as I wanted to. I was always pissed because I never got a plaque. They only gave plaques for top 10. I went home every year with no plaque, especially the one year I got 11th. Yeah. I was fired up. But anyway, but the racing at the Nationals, so really well as an amateur career, but then when I turned pro and was trying to compete with the pro guys, whole nother ball game. I was struggling to qualify. Yeah. And then when I did qualify, I was always in the back. Yeah, I never really did good. So he was right. He's thinking like, dude, you might have did well as an amateur, but you're not even like contending. You're not gonna make no money. Like, he was right. But when you given your whole self to one thing and you had it in your mind that that's what you want to do, it's hard to walk away from it. And that's how I felt. I'm like, man. And then I was mad that he didn't. I felt like he didn't want to like keep believing in me. But he was right as a dad. And he, that point in life, you're like, hey. You're graduating high school. He's like, you better go to college and figure out what's next in life because dirt bikes ain't going to pay the bills. Yep. And then when I seen that little window of maybe this free ride thing, because that was right around when me and Deegan were filming for Moto XXX, and I saw the Crusty Demons, I thought, I'm just going to go out there and see. Let me just see what happens. Worst case, I can come home. But I do remember that phone call. I'll see you in a month. I remember hung up the phone. I'm like, man, I ain't never going back. I'm not gonna prove him wrong. But then as the time went by, and it took about a year. A whole first year I was in California, I had to work with Metzger's dad doing construction, and it wasn't until 1998 we were filming, but we didn't make any money to film. That's when people thought we made money. None of us made money to film. The filmmakers made the money. They put out the videos. They've sold the videos. They made the money. We just got free trips, and it was fun, and it helped birth our sport, so it's all good. But all that whole time of filming, I didn't make any money. I was digging holes with Metzger's dad doing construction. It wasn't until 1998 of the Vans Warped Tour that I actually made money on my dirt bike.
Yeah.
And that changed everything. Yeah. 1998 was the Vans Warped Tour, and I came home from that tour and never had to work a day of construction ever again. I picked up 3 sponsors on that tour. Blackfly started paying me. DVS started paying us. People started paying me. It's a couple $100 a month, but I was like pumped. I'm like, dude, I'm getting paid to ride my dirt bike.
Yeah,
and then
the Gravity Games was in Rhode Island.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It was Warped Tour went all around.
That went all around the country.
It was 3-month tours. The first tour of freestyle motocross ever toured America. Mickey Diamond built these sketchy wooden ramps, and it was me, Kerry Hart, Larry Linkogel, Trevor Vines, and Mickey. Mickey jumped a little bit. Diamond. And then 1999 was Gravity Games and X Games, and the sport took off. But it was crazy. Anyway, long answer. All right, we got some time though. We got some time. As I was saying, these are good memories, dude. This is good stuff. All right, so Big Fights, did you ride an FL 350? I don't even know what that is. What is an FL 350? Dirt bike? Big Fights, he had the Odyssey. That wasn't an FL 350,
I had
was
an
it?
Odyssey, and I had the
250 SX Honda three-wheeler, and that was really it. Yeah, and then he had a street bike.
Yeah.
He didn't ride much. He was more
mechanic.
Mechanic, mini dad. He would come check up on me at the pit. Remember, I'll go down to the gravel pit and ride every day. He'd roll down all the time after work. He had an unmarked car because he was a detective. So he'd come down. Typical, like, this is funny. Like, if I picture now, like, you were the typical cop. Like, this fool had a mustache. Like, he had the old school mustache, and he wore the old school cop shades. Like, everyone makes fun of him. You look such a, and he drove the unmarked car with the tie. You would come down there after work every day and pull up to see if I was practicing. This is funny. All right. Here's Nye. Nye's on here.
Big Nye.
What'd they say? Where's your peepers? He's clowning you because you can't read.
Exactly. Kiss you darn thing, Nye.
That's our buddy from back home, back in Jersey.
Nye's our brother from another mother.
Yeah. He's a tight family friend. Been tight with the family. Never misses a family dinner. We go home for a family dinner. Big Nye's hanging with us. All right, so this is Brent Dean. It says, Sup Fights, Field of Dreams was off the hook Saturday. My pants and boots left back scrub marks on my shrouds. How do I get that off my plastics? Oh, wait. How do I get my plastics clean again? Here's what I do so basically, I power wash my bike, then I spray my bike down with Simple Green, and then I scrub it with a scrub brush in those areas that, get rubbed with the pants, boots, wherever, and then I spray it off again with the power washer. But then once I blow it off with the air compressor, get all the water off it, lube up everything that needs to be lubed up, then I take contact cleaner and I just put it on a rag, and then I use that to get off the black scuff marks off of your number plate or anywhere you see those. Super easy. It can dull the plastic in your graphics a little bit, but it does. It's the only thing that I found that takes it off real easy. So I use contact cleaner. Someone said, will Coach Sickhunt ever come out of retirement? I might have to bring Coach back, dude. That's too funny.
That was funny. Down at
So V-Dub's going again with a super chat. Said, take Big Fights out to dinner for me. All right. We're going to dinner. Hey, check this out. Check that. We're planning on taking Big Fights for a birthday dinner because his birthday was just last month.
Yeah,
so
30 again.
V-Dubsky. V-Dub's taking you to birthday dinner, dude. Hey, I took him to Casey Joe's tonight. Second we got in town, we dropped Mel off because she's not a meat eater.
I'm ready for bed.
And me and Big Fights went to Casey Joe's and just housed a pulled pork sandwich.
First time I had meat in about a year.
Yeah, he's going lighter on the meat these days. I haven't. I've been going hard, especially since I killed the deer. You should see the fridge or the freezer. It's packed, all red meat. But thanks for the birthday dinner there. We're gonna celebrate one day this week.
Hey, I'll have to get, since V-Dub paid for it, I still have to get you to take me out another night.
Yeah, see, he's double.
2 nights.
He's doubling up now.
He's
Double dipping,
up,
dude.
doubling up. Now you treated tonight, so we're good.
I treated him tonight.
He treated
Casey
tonight.
Joe's place is too good.
He went small tonight. I'm going to go big next time.
I did. I get the
Steak,
regular.
prime rib or something.
See, that's how I did it. See, he tried to cut in, so let me get it. I said, no, I got it, because I knew it was Casey Joe's.
Yeah.
We're going to go somewhere really nice this week, and I'm like, hey, I got the last one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You got to know how to work. I learned that from you. See, I got that from you, dude. I know your moves. I picked up on you a long time ago.
That reminds me of the story, the time we come back from Bud's Creek, and we stopped at all-you-can-eat shrimp. You, me, and Neil. Mm-hmm. And Neil ordered the big thing of shrimp, and we got something else, and we got kicked out because
Eating too much?
We were on like 10th plate of shrimp.
Sounds like us.
The guy accused us of all eating it, so we all got kicked out. The guy told us we couldn't have any more food.
That's us. I don't know how I can eat as much as I can. I can put away food for as skinny as I am. I can put down some food. All right, so he said I just missed out on hat. Hey, here's the deal. There's more. Don't think the hats are sold out. They're just sold out of that style. I've still got 4 other styles. I'm gonna put them right back up on the website. So you should be able to get one. He says I was going to put it next to my jersey that you signed at the Warped Tour. That's awesome. So check this out. We met on the 2001 Warped Tour, dude. That's pretty sweet. But like I said, as soon as I'm done with the live chat, anyone who wants a hat, make sure to go directly to the site because I'm gonna put some more up. I should have realized. I should have just put them all up, huh? I didn't think you guys would have been doing it while we're hanging. I thought you would at least wait till we were done. Yeah, see, it's his hat sold out already. It's all good. We're gonna get.
There's Mel up there. That Mel up there, which is.
Oh yeah, she's talking to.
Oh.
We'll. Yeah. So I'm sure everybody knows what's up. All right, so. Shepard says, are you just doing kung fu moves? Not as much as I should be. I haven't. Honestly, like ever since I moved from Cali and I left the school that I trained at, I haven't really trained much. I'm not going to hype it up and say I have. I have not, and I miss it. I like training. It's good stuff. All right, so Mel's just letting anybody know. It's Ronnie Faisst, MX.com. Yes, I got you. So Adams, send me the hat. I got you, brother. Make sure you send me the address. We're gonna hook him up. He came, dude. I got it. It's coming, bro. I'm hooking you up, 100%. That's too funny. All right, so we're scrolling. All right, it says please buy Big Feist a bike helmet on me. So this is Big Jeff. So Jeff's always on here, dude. Jeff's always on here hooking it up. And he says, buy you a bike helmet. He's probably laughing because you keep crashing, dude. He's crashed.
I have a Honda Pioneer now, side by side. So
he's got a quad now. He's got the quad. He's got the camo quad he uses for hunting. He's got the Pioneer.
I got my Ranger.
Yeah, he's got the Pioneer.
So
he's got the Pioneer. The Pioneer. Why is Mel clowning? Get a Pioneer. She's laughing. Get one of Pioneers.
Huh?
But another shout out for Jeff for the super chat. Love my brother. And yeah, so we gotta get Big Feist that helmet, dude. Keep crashing. I know. Think about it. You crashed the moto bike. You crashed the bicycle. And you got someone ran you over on your street bike.
And the Odyssey.
And the Odyssey.
Oh, yeah. And almost took the gator into the lake that day. One day out at the hunt.
This fool. He seriously, didn't you crash it over the log? You crashed, didn't you roll it one day and CJ had to come help you? Or you almost did?
That was the day when I almost went in the lake.
Yeah, you almost went.
I went off the side. Yeah.
We used to hunt by this big lake, and there was it was kind of sketchy to get around a couple places with trees that fell.
Little road that went around.
Of course, him almost rolls the quad right into the lake. It says practice says, are you running stock WP, AER, or do you have done the? I'm running the stock. My suspension is bone stock WP air fork. So I haven't did the spring conversion. And it's not bad, to be honest with you. For stock, it's a little soft for me, but it's not bad. It's rideable, you know. It's not, my bike's not dangerous, but it's not on point either. It's not. It needs to be stiffer. It's too soft for me. But I can deal with it until I finally make some moves. Steve said, "The film members ever buy lunch at least?" Dude, they pay for everything, and that's the thing. Like, they never not paid us, but hey, they helped build our sport. They helped build all of our just our characters and our images, and took us all around the world and paid for everything, free trips. And honestly, it was some of the funnest stuff that I got to do. As I think I was 20 years old when that was happening. I'm glad I got to do it, and I wanted to do it, so I was okay doing it for free. But they did. They hooked us up, and they like the dudes from Krusty, Dana, and Johnny are super cool. They didn't go small. They went big. 5-star hotels, like legit dinners. Like it was rockstar lifestyle. It was fun. So it was awesome touring around with those guys, and I actually miss it. It'd be fun to go back out on the road with those guys. Oh, Jeremy! So man, everyone's giving $100 chance. We have to. So this is Maddox's dad. So everybody meet Jeremy. It's the first time I've seen him on here in a while, and he is the owner of the Baser track. So much love for Jeremy, and I'll just give you a hat as soon as I see you, dude, because I see you all the time. And so let's rip this week. But big shout out for Jeremy for just opening up his track. We've probably done majority of the classes there. I think we've only, so think about it. We started we did 2 classes at Grain Valley, and we started in May, and we went from May all the way to November.
November, yeah.
So do the math. We did a lot of classes at his track. So much love and big thanks. And dude, here's the thing: he preps it every time. Like always hooks it up. I go there, he's prepped, it's watered. Like he just works, and I appreciate. Did you? Don't. Can you guys hear him ripping them, dude? He's ripping them, bro. Big Feist, dude. He's cranking them. That ain't right. Here's one, Donald.
Oh, here's Nye. I see Nye's.
What's your favorite race? Do we have a racing memory? So we talked on freestyle. We talked a little riding memories. What about a racing one? What's a good racing memory? Here, I got a good one. I mean, this is for you.
Racing. I know what.
Go ahead.
It wasn't. I think.
Because maybe it's what I'm thinking. And this was a good one. But go ahead.
No, I was thinking besides racing down in Loretta's, it was.
I think you're gonna hit
winning in Giant Stadium.
Oh yeah. That man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, when you
that
won
was
Giant
sweet.
Stadium.
That was 1991
That
too.
was the
1991, the amateur Supercross day. I won that on my mini. That was cool.
Yeah.
But you know what I was thinking of was.
And the cops got me because I was on the track with the pit board and 240.
Always getting in trouble. I remember going to Belgium together.
We went to Belgium.
That was sweet because
that was a good memory.
That was the first time I left America.
Yeah.
Basically, it was a Tucker Rocky series.
Yeah.
And you had to qualify. You had to finish top 3 in the series to make it to this race. Remember?
Yeah, the first 3 guys made it to the U.S. team that raced in Belgium.
This was pretty sweet. It was called the Coupe de l'Avenir. If anyone remembers Joël Robert from Belgium, he was a world-class motocross champion, European champion, and he put on this race called the Coupe de l'Avenir. It was in Belgium, and it was a GP style 40-minute race. I was on a 252 stroke. I was an amateur. I wasn't even pro yet. No, it was the last year that I rode amateur before I turned pro, and I finished. I don't remember what I finished in the series, but I obviously finished top 3 because I went over. But the cool part about it,
you actually won the series.
Yeah. All right, sweet.
You won the series.
And but the cool part was we got to go over there, represent the U.S. We all remember the old MSR.
I have it hanging in the garage.
MSR gear with the American flag on it. I think they wore it one year at the Destinations. I think they wore that gear. Or at least some of the guys did. But anyway, we got to wear that gear. All 3 Americans wore that gear. We got to walk out with numerous countries, and every team walked out with their flag, and it was just a cool experience for me. First time ever leaving America and then being at a race to where I got to represent my country as an amateur. It wasn't even pro yet. Was that race a pro race though?
Yeah.
It was a pro, but I just wasn't a pro yet.
Yeah.
But it was gnarly. Remember how I was tired. 250, the gnarliest, roughest European track. I don't even know what I finished, but it was hard. I remember that. But that's a good memory there. That was fun. That was just a cool experience going
It's
around.
nice in there, talking crap.
It says, David Duke, he says, Big Feist, do you remember buying Ron's first bike? Was a struggle financially or not? And when did you know he had a gift? All right, so was Brian the first bike a financial struggle? first dirt bike, the XR80? Was that? It wasn't brand new. Was it brand new?
Yeah, it was brand new. We got it at Fairway. Yeah. No, it
not too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
Bikes weren't like they weren't now. They weren't expensive like they are now.
No, they weren't expensive, but it was when we got into racing the circuit, the amateur circuit, and going to Loretta's. We had 2 bikes. One was modified and one was stock. That's when it kind of got a little expensive.
Yeah.
I had to go out and get another job, do roof jobs.
Big Feist is the king of all trades. He can build houses.
Yeah.
Obviously, he can put on roofs. He can build houses. But I remember he always played in the band. He can rip on the drums.
Yeah, played in the band on weekends.
He always played in the band, so he always had side gigs, playing weddings and all different types of stuff. You did roofs. He owned a video store.
He worked at ShopRite Security.
But you were a business owner though. You had your own video store. You had that.
I owned a video store.
Yeah, I worked there. I actually worked there. I worked there one year.
That was actually towards the end.
Yeah. That was towards it. Yeah, it was right
Just
before
we moved to California.
Yeah. But you always had. He had the snowplow business too.
Had the snowplow.
He used to snowplow all the time. So yeah, he always had side little hustles. His Christmas money. That's what he used to always do. He used to tell me that I'm gonna go make some Christmas money. That's too funny. All right. Well, hey, it's 8:00, but I'm having too much fun, so I'm gonna just keep scrolling and answer the last couple questions because this has been good night having Big Feist on here. Been cool just remembering all these stories because I haven't thought about a lot of these in a while, and there's a lot of them just popping up as we've been hanging out. Someone said, "Who's got the best dirt?" Arizona. Steven, best dirt.
Jersey.
Yeah, hi. Jersey does have good dirt. Jersey's got good dirt.
Yeah.
B. Dusky.
He's reading a book.
What's he saying here? Is it another super chat? 3? Sometimes I don't know if these are like, does it just pull up super chat every time he talks now, or they're from the same one? I don't know. But if you're doing 3, dude, super generous. But let's read this. It says, it's great to see dad and son who have awesome friendship like you two. I lost my dad 10 years ago, and I can't get in touch. Wait, I lost my dad 10 years ago. I can't get in touch with you. I message Big Feist, and he always gets the messages through me. So wait, so is V-Dub saying he can't get in touch with me?
Yeah, whenever he tries to get a hold of you, he hits me up and
oh yeah. Well, you gotta hit me up. You gotta get me on the Instagram DM. If anyone ever messages me on Facebook, I'd never look at those messages. So, and the DMs is I can lose people in them because sometimes when I post something on my story, if a lot of people respond to it and comment about it or say stuff about it, things get just lost. So if I have a bunch of stories that day, a lot of people commenting, I'll lose things in there. So it's not that I'm ignoring people. I sometimes don't see things. But anyway, much love to V Dusky. And yeah, super sorry that you lost your pops because dads are awesome, man. And I'm pumped I have a good dad and all good memories. So Jeff here, get some Vino? What is that? Is that to help you with your gas? Jeff, he needs it, bro. Big Jeff with the super chat love for some Beano. Dude, I gotta tough this out for the next week, man. He'll be cranking them all week. It's just, I grew up with it. You'd think I'd be used to it, but man, he tears them up. That's the best.
It's nice to do. It's nice.
He says it's Jersey time. All right, we're going a little late tonight, but we've been having fun. But all right, I think this is the last. Well, this is the last one. I scrolled to the bottom, but it's been fun. It says trained in the arts, grasshopper, and master. So I trained in Goju-Ryu and Shorin-Ryu. So I have a brown belt in Goju-Ryu and I have a black belt in Shorin-Ryu. So both styles from Okinawa. So But anyway, hey man, it's been super fun. I know we went a little long tonight, but it was just a good time. He's calling you drummer
I might
boy.
come back on next Monday.
Are you gonna be here?
Yeah.
We could double it up. It might be cool. Do double it up.
Maybe answer more questions.
Yeah.
Stories.
Yeah. But no, this has been fun. Big night tonight. Having big fights on here. Lots of cool memories. Thank you all for the super chats. Anyone who needs to send me an address, Adam, be sure to. I got Jeremy. I know you. I'll be seeing you. And V-Dub, I got yours. I'm going to put the rest up on the site right now. And so if anybody's still looking to get one, jump on them quick. Let's hear. Let's get Steven up here. Last question of the night. Crazy hunting story. And then we're going to wrap it up.
Crazy hunting story. Oh, my gosh.
Remember, so we used to sit in trees where we could see each other. He would sit in one tree and I'd be in this tree. Remember, then we have two deer come out at the same time on the pond. I didn't know which one you were.
Actually, I think we both missed.
We didn't know which one. I didn't know which one he was aiming at. I just thought, okay, I'm going to shoot this one, and he's going to shoot that one. We were trying to time it to where we were going to shoot at the same time so we didn't scare the deer. That was pretty funny. Did we miss?
We both missed.
Oh, man. That's terrible. I know we were pretty close. It was like... Boom, boom. We almost timed it perfect. But the funny thing is, I used to hear him farting in his tree. He'd be up there, and I'd look over and I would see his tree just wiggling because he'd be just like that, cracking up over there, stinking out all the deer, dude. But man, all right, I know. Nothing's changed, dude. He's ripping them always. But hey, good time. He's cracking up. He's laughing at you.
Who?
Yeah, Steven, dude. It's you cranking up, farting all the time in the tree stands. That's probably why we never see no deer half the time. They smell big fights.
I killed some.
No, we killed a lot of deer. So, hey, thanks again, man. Hey, you guys, I probably won't see you guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving, man. And enjoy your time with your family.
Don't wear your mask.
Yeah, don't let the COVID, man. Go hang out with the family, have some fun, man.
Have fun.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your family time.
No difference if there's 10 or 11 or 12. It's not gonna make a difference.
We'll be back next Monday, and much love. Is this Karen? It's our cousin. Karen D. That's Karen. I think it's Karen.
D?
Yeah. I think that's her, right?
Yeah. That's Karen.
All right. All right. Much love, family. We'll see you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging on Moto Mondays. And we'll see you next time here on The Feisst Life. Peace out.